Was I stood up by Liza Minnelli? Yes. Was I pushed into the water by John Wayne and nearly died? Yes. And did I get stuck really naked
I definitely think that happened.
outside the theatre? It did. I just can't tell you about that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
OK, so I used to do a show called Who Dares Wins, a very rude show for Channel 4. And there was a great sketch in it with Jimmy Mulville and Rory McGrath. It was an Emperor's New Clothes sketch where they were trying to sell me a suit, except there wasn't a suit at all. I was totally naked, and it was all those sort of, you know, naughty boy jokes like, oh, there's a tear down the middle, and oh, there's a little dangly bit, we better cut it off, you know, all that sort of stuff. And then we took it off on a live tour, and so I would do this Emperor's New Clothes sketch on the stage, and then I was supposed to go through the pass door, come through the audience naked, looking for my clothes, and everyone would go, ooh. But which worked.
As in fully naked?
Yeah, yeah. But I didn't.
You mean you ran down the middle of...
Yes, but I didn't get near you, darling.
Dan, you ran out of the theatre.
Normally there was a pass door, like, between backstage and going to the front, so I just put on a dressing gown and slippers and go through the pass door, come in the back. And when we got to the Regent Cinema in Lincoln, there was no pass door, so I had to go through the car park. That's all right, I put a dressing gown on and slippers, went out off the stage, outside in the car park, dressing gown and slippers, quickly whipped off the dressing gown and slippers, gave them to the stage manager. He sprinted back to the stage door. I pushed the side door open. It was a fire door. I'm banging away, stark naked in this car park. Yeah. Yes, it was cold. And I'm not that big a bloke. And so I went to the next door, that's a fire door too. I went back to the stage door, I went 3/4 of the way, all the way round, and then I realised I would have to go out into the main road. No. And so I just, like, I hid behind a bush, and when I thought there was nobody there, I walked really breezily and confidently down the road. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I went into the theatre, and there were two women, the programme sellers, counting the change, and I just walked past them and said, "Good evening." I went into the theatre.
Listen, there's so many stories in the book. This is Tony's book. It's an autobiography, No Cunning Plan. Who came up with the title?
It was my missus. I was offered the gig by Macmillan's to write this book. I went home and she said, "Oh, no, you know, they'll make you call it something rubbish like No Cunning Plan."
Yeah, great.
That was my reaction. And so I phoned the editor and she said, "Yeah, that's great." She's a lovely girl. She's beautiful.
I love the story. There. Tell people how you met.
Oh, well, I was filming in the centre of London, and it was a lunchtime in Spitalfields. I remember Spitalfields Market. It had been turned into a series of cafes and little shops, and there was one. And I went in to get a meal, and there was only one extra place at a table for two, and there was this stunning woman. And, like, 'cause I'm on the telly, I thought it'd be all right to go up to the maitre d' and say, "Would you mind asking that woman if I could share her table, as there's no other where to sit?" And I sat down opposite her, and it was just boom straight away. It was just incredible.
She's so young. Not that you're old.
She's quite a lot younger than you, though.
Yeah, younger than me. Yeah.
Is she young? So is it right that she's younger than your daughter?
Next question.
First time, yeah, she is.
Yeah.
How did your daughter take to that?
She was absolutely cool about it.
Oh, great.
Yeah, everybody's been cool about it.
And you've been married a really long time
we have been married.
yeah.
It is just not an issue for us. Just occasionally, one of those stupid middle-sized newspapers that I loathe so much will suddenly remember about it and turn it like it's this really big story. But it's just like a husband and wife.
Well, I love it. It's a beautiful story.
Just click here to watch more interviews with a whole range of famous faces, and click here to subscribe. It's free, so you'd be silly not to, really.